This is one of my first RPGs ever. It comes from 1983, meaning it's not quite as old as I am. This is where the Ultima series really hit its stride as a fantasy RPG. The first two games were kind of a mix of fantasy and sci-fi, but a very strange mix of them. Just sort of whatever Richard Garriott decided should go in the game went in the game. This was a little more focused. And it loses something for that, but it gains something for it as well. We're going to start this game off by making sure I've got a clean party. I don't. Cool. Alright, we're going to start this game off by me saying, I'm not prepared, I have done a dumb, and I'm going to clear my party. Give me 1 second. Enjoy the green. And that should be the game. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so for a speedrun to be proper, we need to have a completely clear party to begin. Register. We can register up to 20 characters to play the game. Only 4 can be taken out at any given time in one party. So, we're going to create 4 characters. As with the last one, if anyone has any naming suggestions, I am absolutely open to them. I'm going to start by creating... We'll create Fleet Fest 6 as 3 of the characters, but I'll take a suggestion for the 4th. And unlike most games, this, remember, dates from 1983. We had the option of sex of male, female, and other. And as an other myself, I can really appreciate this. So, other, we got Fleet, who's going to be a fuzzy. Now, according to the game comes with, like, human, elf, dwarf, bobbit, and fuzzy. Bobbit's because H is taken for human, and H is already taken for human, but also because the Tolkien estate was a little bit litigious. So, fuzzies, though, are basically Ewoks. And I find it amusing to think that a group of 4 Ewoks are just running around. So wizards are going to be 25 intelligence. If you're wondering why I give them 5 strength and 5 wisdom, it's because it's required. Minimum of 5, maximum of 25 in all stats. You don't have to use all 50 points, but I do. Create character 1, so Sleepy, we say. And Sleepy shall be a female fuzzy wizard, 5, 15, 25, and 5. There we go. That is not how you spell fest. Oh well. No, do not register the character. Going to be a female fuzzy druid, 5, 5, and 20, 20. So, again, the stats have very specific effects. Dexterity is your chance to hit, and also to steal, and to disarm traps on treasure chests. Strength determines damage you do in combat. When you're doing attacks, obviously. Intelligence and wisdom determine your magic points if you use wizard spells or cleric spells. Druids use both, so they use both intelligence and wisdom to determine their magic points. It is the half of whichever is greater. So why would I bother making them both 20? Druids also get another bonus, which is they recover magic points twice as fast as anyone else, dependent on the lower of the 2 stats. So the druid has 20 intelligence, which makes their maximum spell points 10, and 20 wisdom, which means that until they have 10 spell points, they will get double experience or double spell point regeneration. No, 5, 5, 20, and 20. We can examine the register. So these 4 letters determine a whole bunch. So character gender, female and other. Fuzzy, the race. The third is wizard, druid, the class. And the last one is G for good. There's 4 statuses available. G for good, P for poisoned, D for dead, and A for ashes. With any luck, we shouldn't see poisoned. We will see a little bit of dead, but that's okay. But there is one step left before we can have a party, and that is that we have to form the party. Now, if we examine the register, they have these lovely red stars. We can even look at an individual character. Say, tells us all about them. Head back to the main menu, and the timer will begin when I hit Journey Onward. So also for your notes here, I have my tablet next to me with a little checklist on it that I'm going to be using to keep track of my ill-gotten gains, because I need that for the start. We're going to begin with about 10 minutes of grind. So, enjoy. Oh, by the way, I am playing on the VGA patch made by Void Dragon in 2001 or 2002. The big thing it allows us for, first of all, it looks nicer, pretty colors, but also you can hear the music. We didn't have music on the PC port. Ultima III Exodus is quite possibly the first game to ever have a complete score from start to finish. So I feel it's worthwhile having the VGA patch so you can hear Ken Arnold's absolutely fantastic music. Alright, let us journey onward. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's roll. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Then we go in here. Those are lava tiles. If I step on them, they hurt me. I'm going to enter the dungeon, volume off. That means we're not going to hear sound effects for the rest of the game unless I screw up. It's dark. As with the Ultima run earlier, Ultima 4 run earlier, you'll get used to that. Cast by whom? Fest. You get a choice of Wizard or Cleric Spell. We're going to choose Cleric Spell B, Appar Unem, which opens a treasure chest, if it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Hand armor off. While I'm waiting for spell points to regenerate. So the way spells work in this game, there's a total of 16 for each class, Wizard and Druid. You're not going to see anywhere near all 16 of them. We're going to use Wizard Spell E, which moves us up a floor, and since we're on floor 1, it just takes us out. Out of the dungeon. Each spell costs, if you were to convert the numbers to letters, A equals 1, B equals 2, and so on. Subtract 1 from that number, so A then gives you a 0, B a 1, all the way up to P, which is a 15. And then multiply that number by 5. That's the spell point cost. So spell A costs nothing. Spell B costs 5 points, as you're seeing here. C costs 10, all the way up to P, which costs 75. The spell list is unfortunately full of duplicates, but there's no wizard equivalent to Appar Unem. There is a cleric equivalent to Sir Akron, which takes me up a floor. Costs the same amount, too. It's also spell E. I don't have to record daggers, but I have to record anything else I pick up. Daggers and cloth I don't have to record. What I'm looking for here is the money. I'm finding 6 treasure chests. Each of them can have a number between 0 and 99 gold. So on average, 50 gold per treasure chest. So I'm getting on average 300 gold every time I go through here. Sometimes these chests just don't want to open. Another mace. Yeah. How much have I got? I got 2,400 gold right now. I haven't actually calculated out the absolute minimum. I want to get as much gold as I can. I can do this 40 times and still be on my step route. It's not a very good step route. Oh my goodness. But when I step outside, you're going to see the moons at the top. Those moons advance every 4 steps you take in the overworld. So they're not advancing now. They only advance every 4 steps taken in the overworld. A sword for Fest. And when I have a full moon, past a full moon, a gibbous moon waning, and a new moon is when I have to leave to catch my step counter, or my step route. It's not a step route like you would find in, say, Final Fantasy, where you're manipulating the RNG. That would be lovely, but it's just not a thing. I would love to know how to manipulate the RNG in this game. We're also going to use one significant glitch. Another mace. We've got 3 maces now. There's one big glitch we're going to use. So if you're worried about the fact that I haven't done anything like save the game while I'm finding all this stuff, I could get attacked. Oh, there's some leather. I could get attacked while I'm down here. On the first floor, I'm only going to get attacked by skeleton types and orc types. Very simple enemies to beat. But I could very easily get attacked by something that would take up a lot of time. It'd be faster to reset. The game auto-saves anytime you change maps. So anytime I go from the overworld into the dungeon, the game auto-saves. Anytime I leave the dungeon for the overworld, the game auto-saves. The game also auto-saves when a character dies. This is important, because we're going to use that for a nice little glitch later. One of the things that the game can't do is save your position on a submap. So if it auto-saves in the dungeon, it saves your last position on the overworld. So if a character dies in the dungeon and I try to reset, then it will save me at my last place on the overworld when I reload back in. This goes for towns and castles too. One of the other things the game saves is whether or not you're on a boat. This is important, because if you're on a boat and the game doesn't record you being on a boat and you save in the middle of the ocean and you load back in, you could be stuck in the middle of the ocean. So taking those facts together, what I'm going to do in a little bit is I'm going to get on a boat, have a character die. So the game records me on a boat in a town. And then when I reload, it will record me on a boat on the same square as coming into the town. So I will actually manage to get a boat. Getting a boat is a challenge in this game. You have to wait for pirates, and pirates do not spawn as... You can't force them to spawn as easily as in Ultima 4. If you saw earlier, I got a shockingly good pirate spawn in Ultima 4. But there's no such... there's no convenient place you can stand to try and force a pirate spawn. Or force a water monster spawn. Here's a random encounter. We're going to use Wizard Spell A. It randomly destroys orc types. We're going to use Wizard Spell B, which is a magic missile. You'll be seeing me use that a lot. And monsters drop treasure chests, so... There's a treasure chest there where we just fought it. And out we go. One of the other advantages of playing on the patched version is that I have hotkeys. I don't have to go all the way back. I don't have to close the game down and reload the whole game in order to reload the game, or reload my save. I can just hit Alt-R and it will reload. It's also got hotkeys for quitting the game, hotkeys just to return to menu. I should have my 6,000 gold by now. Yeah. I want fleet holding at least 6,000 gold. There were 2 full moons. One of the interesting things about the various times I've played this, my party has always been made up of wizards and druids, but in varying quantities. Sometimes 1 wizard, sometimes 3. With different routes for this grind. So this is the grind that I've settled on as being the fastest and most convenient in this dungeon. There was a grind I used to do that involved going into a different dungeon, and that was the 3 wizard, 1 druid version. And there was a different grind I used to do, the 1 wizard, 3 druid version, which involved stealing a bunch of money from behind a shop. Leather, exactly what you would expect to find in a dungeon. You can find chains, too, down here. Another mace. Got a ridiculous number of maces today. And the reason I'm keeping track, when I go back to town to sell these, it doesn't actually tell me what I've got in my inventory. And every time I try and sell something I don't have a hold of, it will kick me out of the selling dialogue. So you want to know what else is nice and fun, Golden Flame? This is, since I started my speedrunning marathon career in September of 2021, this is my 69th marathon game. So whips and chain, or leather and chains might well be appropriate. Another mace, wow. I'm also not getting a lot of money off these. I'd use a bow or a two-handed sword to show up. Another mace. While I'm out here collecting money, do remember that we are running for charity, and for a very worthwhile cause. I do recommend you donate. And if there's, you know, maybe a good donation or two, maybe you can watch me kill Lord British if you like. The famously indestructible avatar of the main creator. So, if you'd like me to kill Lord British, send a little money towards Allies for Health, and let me know that you want me to kill Lord British. Ooh, there's a two-hander. They sell nicely. So the room I'm going to, it's got 6 treasure chests arranged in a row of 3, a row of 2, and a row of 1. There's some more leather. Another mace. If someone came at me with this much leather, I'd probably need some mace. Okay, we're almost at the point of having to leave. Where I'm going next is the town of Dawn. Dawn is... Oh, there's a chain. That's good. Dawn only appears when both moons are new, so we're going to go now. And I've actually calculated out how far it takes, but we're going to go now anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's the spot. I'll show you it shows up. There it is. This is the town of Dawn. It has some of the best equipment in the game to purchase. Don't need a list. We're going to sell. We've got a chain, a leather, and however many cloth we're holding on to. Why didn't I sell from both characters? That I don't know. 1 axe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 maces. Yeah. If you want me to kill Lord British on the way, now is the time. Let me know. I got something mixed up there. No, I didn't. We're okay. Got an axe left. Okay, I marked it on the wrong character. That is not the person I wanted to talk to. That's the person I want to talk to. So killing Lord British is a common goal in all sorts of Ultima games. Okay, here's what we need. We need keys totaling 8. We need powders, 10. We need gems, 6. And this is the stables. I could go and buy horses, or I can use one of my keys, unlock this door, and talk to the merchants. The merchants are, I'm sure, very reasonable people who, when they know that I'm trying to save the world, will absolutely just loan me a horse. Or not. The merchant said, "Eat death, scum," if you missed it. We'll board a horse, and we're going to stand here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 steps and go around the north. When you get into a fight in town, the guards activate and become hostile and try and track you down. By standing there for 13 steps, they wind up there, locked in the field. And you watch them, they move once every 2 steps I take. That is because I'm on a horse. Hey, we're going to take this horse back this way. Oh, we're also going to hand off Sleepy's food to 6. Now Sleepy's going to start starving. Take 5 points of damage every time it does a food check. This is fine. Get out of my way, Chuckles. We come over here. We're going to unlock this door. This guard here follows us, but he's not hostile. He's just pursuant. So now remember what I said about the autosave and all that fun stuff. We're going to attack this guard. We're going to let Sleepy stand up at the front and take on the guards all by herself. Oh, and killed. Restore, and I'm on a boat now. Look at that. Like an Old Spice ad, I'm on a boat. Now you might notice my movement getting a little weird. I can't move against the wind. So when the wind stops, I heal the dead body that is Sleepy. You can tell she's still dead because there's a D in the upper right corner of her profile there. We're going to come to the town of Fawn. 150 hit points and still dead. That's okay. Hand off some food. Now, I first played the Commodore 64 version of this where everything could only be limited amounts of 99 that you could hand off. That got tedious. We're going to do a resurrection of Sleepy. Boom. Done. We get the lovely resurrection music as we walk out of town. One of the things this game has is a slight text parser. So we can go other command and dig. We find exotics here. In this case, the exotic weapons. Which is why I wasn't too worried about buying some fancy weapons in Dawn. So much like in Ultima IV, the wind is a major frustration. That is not how you spell dig. There we go. Right, we're going to wear that armor. We're going to go out into the open ocean. We're going to look for a whirlpool. That's likely the whirlpool. The whirlpool also moves in real time, which can be extremely frustrating. That's my horse, right there. That's a town completely surrounded by walls. I can pause the whirlpool in its motion by opening a dialogue like stats. I want it to not be calm, because then I can't move at all. There. Into the whirlpool. Awaken on the shores of a forgotten land. Your ship and crew lost to the sea. This is the lost continent of Ambrosia. I'm glad to see you're back, Allie. So tell me, Allie, should we be killing Lord British? Have we got enough donations that you can say, yes, we should kill Lord British? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to negate time with a little bit of powder here. Not unlock. Other. Search. Nothing's coming in. Oh, no. We're going to negate time here, because that's an evil horse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did not want to fight the horses. They're evil. And also very durable. Negate time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The squares that I'm walking over are supposed to represent forests, making them hard to see through. You let me know, Ali, if anyone's trying to donate. And someone gives a... If there's a decent amount of donation before the end of this run, I'll kill Lord British. So here's pirates. This is how you normally get a ship. You fight pirates. They're listed as cut purses in this particular case, but... or thieves. The game has multiple uses of the same sprite, like orcs. Orc types can be orcs, trolls, or goblins. There's no difference between them statistically or graphically, they just have a different name on them. So we're going to search this one here too. We're also going to enter it, and Fleet is going to spend 6,000 gold offering money to the Shrine of Intelligence. And we'll now have 85 intelligence. 60 points of intelligence, just like that. And nice even 5,000 gold for Sleepy to donate. Boom, done. And you can watch as their magic points now go above the 25 they were limited to earlier. I want 85 on one character, and I will show you why later. Unlock that door. Walk through here. That goes out of sight. I can go around here. And that's 3 cards. We need those cards for the end of the game. I only really need one person to have them, but you can't transfer them between characters, which means that I want everyone to get some just in case the one person I pick to hold on to them ends up getting killed. I can never remember how to do this, so I'll just take a quick look here. Okay, yeah, it's this spot right here. Alright, and we will cast K, Noxum, just to show it off a bit. So, Noxum is like a magic missile that hits all, or potentially hits all targets. Costs a little bit more magic points, though. Unlock this door, hit the whirlpool, and we end up back where we left. Okay, I know where we are here. Okay, yeah. Stop with the calm wind, please. Stop with the west wind, please. Thank you. The wind is the most frustrating part of this. Okay, so we're in the Dungeon of the Snake. We're going to use wizard spell D to go down a floor. Takes us to a random open spot on the next floor down. We, of course, end up at the opposite corner of where I want to be. I want to be over here. It's there. So I'm going to go 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. We get this red hot rod in the wall. Sleepy's going to touch that. Boom. It left a mark. So if we look at Sleepy, Sleepy has the mark of snake. We only need one person with the mark of snake, so I'm not going to have everyone touch the hot wall. Now Fleet is going to get us out of here very quickly. Fleet is going to cast the wizard spell J, Fall DV, which then asks for a cleric spell. J costs 45 magic points. Fleet can now cast any cleric spell that they have the magic points for. In this case, Sequitu, which takes us to the surface. That is why, specifically, I want 85 magic points on Fleet. We're going to yell Evokar, which moves us past the Great Earth Serpent. We're going to leave the boat right there. We never need to touch the boat again. We're going to cast Wizard Spell G, Dag Akron, which moves us around randomly on the surface. And now we're going to grind for hit points. The way we're going to do that is attack guards. Cast Wizard Spell O, Nacorp. Nacorp reduces all targets on the field to a single hit point, and it does not miss. So, it makes things very easy to kill when you have a cheap magic missile spell as well. It costs 70 points. Guards are worth 15 experience points apiece. That is as much as dragons, and they're much easier to kill than dragons. Dragons breathe fire and cast spells at you. Guards just go to try and pummel you. We're going to grind everyone up to level 3. If we make it to... If we get a couple of nice donations in before I hit level 3, then I'll kill Lord British. So let me know. It'll take me about 3 or 4 minutes out of my way, if that. We're all at level 2. It takes 100 experience to go up a level. 159, 39, 26... 35k, yeah. We need to do a couple more fights anyway. Put Fleet at the front again. Sleepy is now at level 3. Now, your higher level doesn't actually mean anything until you go talk to Lord British about it, and he decides to give you more hit points. Okay, Fleet's got to be close. Oh, 1 experience point off. And 5. Okay! That was a mistake. I hadn't actually recovered my magic points yet. Okay, this will do it. Fleet needs 1 experience point. Okay. 6 hogged it all, but that's okay. Now, let's go make this super easy. We need to go in this dungeon anyway. Actually, no, I don't want to go in this dungeon yet. We'll go to the other dungeon and get my 1 experience point. So here is the dungeon Doom. We're going to do what I did before, cast my way down to the basement. See where I landed. I want to get to that center question mark, so we need to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2. And everybody touch the hot wall. Now, one of the quirks of a dungeon is if you're standing somewhere where the computer cannot place a treasure chest, you're not going to get into a random encounter. So I'm standing in a doorway, which is why I can't turn left or right. So the game can't start a random encounter with me. So I can just stand here until Fleet has all their magic points back, get myself back out to the surface. I could kill him. I could kill Lord British. Anyone? Anyone gonna make me go do that? We've got everyone at level 3 now. I've got the money I need. Not quite. I've got almost enough money. Doesn't seem like it. Oh well. Okay. Enjoy the trumpets as it starts to play Rule Britannia. It's okay. I'll kill him another time. I kill him often enough. Now we go into this dungeon. And we're going to use Door Akron, find out where I landed. A lovely landing. I need to go 1, 2, 3 north, climb my, descend down to the bottom, west, north, 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 and everybody touch the hot wall. Climb back up to the 2nd floor, head west to the wall, get annoyed by a bunch of giants and cast the instant kill spell. And come up here and drink from the healing fountain. Sir Akron my way out of here. And now we just have to go and fight Exodus. We need to go back to where we put our ship, by his castle. We're going to take this moon gate to here, and then we're going to take the moon gate from here to Castle Fire. Boom, boom. See, lava I can walk on. Now that I've got the Mark of Fire, it doesn't hurt me. I'm going to save here. And this is Exodus's castle. That's a Balron, but he's fine. Choose while you're away. This is a force field. One of the marks we got was the Mark of Force. We can walk through it now. That's a dragon, but because I'm on a horse, I move 2 steps for every one he takes, which means I don't have to fight him. I skipped past 3 fights because I managed to bring a horse in here. Here's other dragons. I'm going to use Nicorp and then Noxum to do a lot of damage to them before I have to get up close. And we're through the first dragon. Second dragon's over there. I'm going to stand here and heal. You might notice these random explosions going off. They present a problem. They exist so that I can't do exactly what I'm doing here, which is recover my magic points and heal my wounds. If they hit me, I take damage, like a cannonball. So we're going to pass turns. And the reason I use the board command, which is slightly slower than just passing, is because if it buffers a bunch of passes, then the game will continue to act even if I get hit. We're going to modify the order, put fleet in front, and we're going to go after the next set of dragons. I'm going to get blown up again, that's fine. I should have waited a few more turns. I don't have enough points for Noxon. Bad Mike. Too much of a hurry. Anyway, we're through that one. And over we go to here. We have one of the most famous encounters in Ultima history between us and Exodus. Exodus is these 4 computer banks up there. Standing between us and them was the floor! So this is where you need to know a little bit about how the game organizes its attacks. When an enemy is in hand-to-hand range, it will always attack the target highest on your list that it can reach. So it will attack player 2 above player 3 or 4. It'll attack player 1 if it can get an attack there. So I use this particular formation. Oh yes, that's the other thing. I can only attack in orthogonal directions. The game can attack diagonally, which is not fair. Okay. So I put player 1 and player 2 to the outside, which means that not all the attacks are going to be concentrated on player 1. We head out to here. 1, 2, 1, 2. We get another fight with the floors. We're coming into the end here. So when I see player 2 missed, that means I know a floor has attacked. If we didn't have exotics, exotic weapons would not, any other weapon would not be able to land a blow, a hand-to-hand blow, and any other armor, they would not be able to miss me. Also, we're not supposed to get a horse in here, which is why, you know, I could bypass the first 3 fights, which makes this actually viable at level 1, which my world record run does take. Last dungeon at level 1. This is the last fight, and then all I have to do is insert the cards in the proper order. Insert. And if I use the wrong... So the order is Love, Sol, Moons, then Death. If I use the wrong one, watch Sleepy. Instantly killed. Love. Nope. Insert. Sol. Moons. And ready on time. There it is. Time. And in under 20,000 steps. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ali, for having me. Thank you for letting me help you raise money for this great cause. And I look forward to Fleet Fest 7 and the rest of Fleet Fest 6. So, hopefully we'll see you around. Got the donation to come through right after last time, yeah. Do you want me to do a quick... yeah, I can still go kill him. We'll just cut back the main menu here. We will replace... Since... Oh, Sleepy's not dead for some reason. Oh yeah, there we go. You know what, we'll just get a whole new party. Disperse the party. Create a character. I can do this with one character. It's a little trickier with one character. It's easier with 4. But I'm going to form the party just of player 5. So we'll try and do it with 1 first, and then if it fails, we'll go in with 4. I'm looking for the funnel here. Then the edge of the forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The world is persistent. So this is the same. Any wandering monsters that were still around from the last fight will still be there. My boat is still there, sitting waiting at Exodus's place. Need to go to the armor shop, sell my armor. Make sure I got enough money. 225, yep. I need 3 keys. Takes 150, so I don't have any money for anything else. I need to go open the stable door, and as we discussed last time, they say eat death scum. We take a horse. We wait 13 steps. And go around the north. You can deke out the guards in the middle. tease for Fleet Fest 7, a new and experimental theme. I am very curious. So here's Lord British's castle. Now, Lord British is famously invulnerable. If I try and attack him directly, it's just not going to work. So, there's two ways to do this. I use both ways. I'm using a horse right now. This needs the jesters to be very kind to me in their movement. Like that. And now the guards are going to be stuck behind that treasure chest. Oops, that's right. I need the right person. Ah! I had everything I wanted, and then I used the wrong person's key. Try again. I need a jester to come down here. Down here. Down here. Down here. Come on, down here. A little further. And the reason I need to kill a jester is because that's what triggers Lord British to come after me. He acts like a guard. He becomes hostile and tries to attack me. That's a fine spot. It just means I gotta deal with the guards. Nope, that is not a fine spot. Yeah, I can't get out of this. I'm toast. Alright! I haven't done it with the horse for a while. That's why I really wanted that jester in that spot. If I hadn't screwed up the player entry, it would have been great. There we go. Unlock the door. This time use the right character. And you see, every... Well, you know, you've seen it. I get ahead of Lord British by being able to move 2 steps for every one he takes. And he's moving at me in a beeline. So if I get him hooked up on a wall or corner like that, he will stay there. Come on, Lord B. Anyway, here's a boat. One of the things that boats have are cannons. And, oh, he's feeling resilient today. There we go. Lord British is destroyed. And that's how you kill Lord British. The other method involves a lot of the same thing, except you use powders to stop time so you can get around him a little easier. Yeah. So that's Ultima 3. That is also my 69th marathon run ever. So there we go.
Alrighty, thank you so much for that. That was really
Thank you again for having me. Thank you for letting me take out Lord British. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you again soon.
You betcha. And you're definitely going to love the Fleet Fest 7 theme. I can say that for a pretty certain fact.